Hi guys, today I'm going to do a review on the brand thinlizzy. Alright, let's jump into this review. So I'm just on their Instagram. It says they're cruelty free, which I love. They ship worldwide and they were New Zealand's #1 face brand in 2018. I actually haven't tried any products from this brand. The only reason I know of them is from TV ads, so I'm actually excited to try it out. Okay, so they sent me the Flawless Complexion Liquid Foundation Kit, which came with the foundation, a beauty blender, which I've wet already, which is why it's so big, and this beautiful brush, which says thinlizzy on it. It's so soft. They also sent me mineral foundation and it came with this brush. It was so cute. And it feels really soft. And then I also got the concealer. So let's begin. I know I look crazy having my brows and eyes on. I am naturally really pale, as you can see, so I'm matching the foundation today to my tan. I'm going to zoom you in just a little bit so you're a bit closer to watch what's going on. So it says, for the best results, prepare skin. Have cleaned, moisturized skin. Check. And gently dab the product on the forehead, cheeks, chin and neck and blend with the dampened sponge or the flawless application brush. Alright, so I'm using the sponge. So I'm actually going to put a little bit on my hand. I'm just going to dot it around my face. Get out of the way here. I always add extra down to the lower half of my face, as foundation seems to leave that area quickly. Just to use stippling motions or dotting motions to blend it in, so let's go. I definitely always bring it right over onto my ear to make sure that my ears match. The sponge is really good. I can't see it actually taking away too much of the product, which is like my one pet hate about sponges. They seem to soak up all the product. Wow, it blends in so fast with this sponge. I'm just going to use the precision end to make sure right here in my nose is all blended in, because that is always an area that seems to be missed. Neglected. Just going to see how it looks when you add a second layer to areas that I feel like I could use more coverage. Bring some down my neck. Alright, so you can definitely layer it. Definitely looks good, and I'm really shocked I didn't put a primer on today. And I have quite large pores, and it didn't accentuate my pores at all. It's amazing. I'll take you right in. Look how good that looks. Wow, alright. Concealer time. Now I actually got the same colour concealer as the foundation. I do this because I actually like to lighten areas of my face with powders. Now I'm going to put some of this concealer on my hand. Alright, and I'm just going to use my finger once again. Now with the precision end, the tip of the beauty blender, I'm going to blend the concealer in. Definitely blends well in. And I also, just like I've mentioned, normally when I put foundations on, I crease straight away badly here. So far, no creasing. I just need to be careful blending in around my eyes so I don't ruin my eyeshadow, but I'm also using the sponge and concealer to tame this under eye blending so it's not so low. So I'm going to bring you in again so you can look at the concealer. I am loving it. It almost has a luminous look to it, so it looks like skin. Wow, okay, so far so good. Now I'm going to just do what I would normally do and start to set parts of my face. So taking my Maybelline Fit Me powder in 120 Classic Ivory and my Morphe M438 brush. So this is how I lighten my under eyes a little bit with this powder. Just doing this motion. I don't swipe, I dab it. If you swipe, you run the chance of actually like wiping your foundation a bit and not making the base not look as flawless, or even with some foundations wiping it off a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to do this as well right here on the chin, lighten that area. Not that I need more coverage, but I want to test the mineral foundation. I'm going to add this to areas that I find my foundation comes off quicker, like my nose, here, and just see how it performs. But keep in mind, this mineral foundation can be used by itself and still be high coverage. It's good for sensitive skin. It's free from harmful preservatives, irritating perfumes, drying fillers, parabens, heavy oils and waxes. So it minimizes the allergy risk and it has SPF 15 in it. Alright, awesome. So I'm going to take the brush it came with, just dab that in. My nose is a pain and likes to come off first. Around my forehead. I'm actually in shock with how good my base looks, and I don't even have a primer on, and I always like to prime because, like I said, I have large pores, and I also prime so that I don't crease so much. But I'm not even creasing yet, not even in my smile lines. I have big smile lines. Alright, so that's enough powder, Lily. Alright, I'm going to zoom you in again so you can have... Now to contour, I'm going to take my Makeup Geek powder in Love Triangle. And to do this, I'm going to use the Fearless Cosmetics brush in PPF3. Looks like this. I like to use this brush for contour because it keeps my contour sharp without being harsh and well blended. I'm going to take my Laura Mercier translucent powder to carve out my jawbone some more. I am going to use a Thin Lizzy sponge to do this. So dip your powder onto an edge right up to the point, because you're using the point to cut it out. Like this. Starting up here, right at your ear, and dragging that down. Do the other side. So once again, right up at your ear where you've started your contour. Place it and drag it down. Okay, so leaving that powder now on for 5 minutes or so. So the way I was taught to contour is that you are wanting to achieve a shadow line from the top of your ear coming down in the direction of the edge or the corner of your mouth. While we have that powder on, typically called baking, let's continue with blush and highlighter. I'm going to take this blush from the Model Zone Sculpt and Glow palette in medium tan. To put that on, I'm going to use this Kmart brush. It hasn't got a name or anything, and I think it was like $5. Go Kmart. And I only place blush right on the apple of my cheek, just right here, and just a little bit. I'm not a huge fan of blush. Highlighter time. What will I pick? So for highlighter, I'm going to go into my LILYYW palette and take the shade Honeycomb. This I'm going to use a Morphe M501 brush. So dab that in. I love LILYYW highlights, they're amazing. Using the Thin Lizzy brush, I'm going to brush away that baking, and as you can see, you get left with a chiseled out cheek. Yeah. I'm going to go with this brownie shade. Not that that's a very good description, just to tone it down a little. So this is Bow and Arrow by Kat Von D. And now that the look's done, I just wanted to show you guys, they sent me this brush cleaner, so I thought I would test it out right now. So it comes with this little device which you press and hold to spin. It comes with this all these brush collars, so you can take them off depending on the size of the brush. So I'm going to clean their brush that I used today. So I've taken this collar, so you put it on, and then there's a little triangle there which slots onto this. So you put that on there. And then it came with this dish. So it says to dab your brush in it. Alright, and then spin. This little bit of soap I'd put in there is bubbling up. Okay, so I do this for 10 seconds. See now, I've done that for 10 seconds. The brush is wet. It says to hold it above the water and spin it so that it dries out. Oh, I can actually see all the water coming off the brush hitting the sides. So it says to do that for 10 plus seconds. Look at it spinning the water. Yeah. Do a little dance while you wait. Alright. Don't know if that was long enough, but let's have a feel now. Oh my god, it's dry. To prove it, I'll test it in the powder, because if it was wet, the powder would go all funky. No watermarks. Wow. That's called the Thin Lizzy Makeup Brush Cleaner and Dryer. So now that that's done, and I've been filming for probably another 10 minutes now since I finished my makeup, I'm going to zoom you in again so you can have a look. It still hasn't creased, but you can have a look for yourself. So I'm actually going to stop filming now, go away, do some things for an hour, and come back and I'll finally review the product. Okay, welcome back. It's been about an hour. I've potted around the house, did some cleaning, lit the fire, taken some photos. Now it's time to just sort of give you my final review. So I still don't have any creasing, which is seriously amazing. Still actually can't get over how poreless I look without using a primer. Like, that's a big deal for me. So far, so good. I mean, I haven't worn it for a long period of time, but it's a damn good start. In fact, I think this would be up there in my favourite foundations and concealers. So the sponge I absolutely love and will definitely use this on the daily, I think. Keeping in mind though, I've only used the Real Techniques sponges and the Beauty Blender. But if I was to choose one out of them, I would definitely pick this one. And the brush cleaner, oh my goodness, you saw it actually worked from cleaning the brush to drying the brush, so that was amazing. Even the fact that I could use that brush cleaner to clean my brushes and dry them right before I do a makeup look, that's a game changer for me. So yeah, overall, I loved everything I tried, which I can't even believe, and these products will definitely be up in my new favourites. I'll insert some pictures so you can see how the makeup looked in flash photography inside. That's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. So I'll leave the links to Thin Lizzy's Instagram and website below so you can check them out. So don't be afraid to comment and let me know what you think. Did you think these products look good? Would you use them? Or maybe you wouldn't. Alright guys, thanks for watching and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye!